What? Now, I understand what happened that a week with Marvel. I understand the project getting canceled. But as a black man, I'm truly starting to question what is the intent in the battle that we're having with Marvel today. Because the clip that I just saw that talks about the casting of the new X-Men is so ridiculous, I gotta show it to you guys. Look at this.
So I'm just confused. Niggas just get on this app and just say anything at this point, though. This nigga Spiral King say, white ass cast. It's hard to get excited about this after the way the MCU has been treating Marvel characters. So we're not gonna act like every character under here isn't white.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I saw Blade get canceled, I was bothered. Like, damn, we were gonna finally get a new Blade in the MCU. I was really, waiting for it, and we didn't get it. But now, taking this type of hate to another level by commenting on the cast being too white, as if they're like the LA Lakers, that's just ridiculous, bro. The X-Men, as we know it, primarily is a group of white people. You might have some people there that's Asian, like Jubilee. You got Storm in there, obviously. But for the most part of it, they've always been white people or people of a lighter complexion. So to now try to use that as somewhat of a negative on the new casting of the new X-Men cast, it's just stupid. Like, the person that wrote that is an idiot. All right, like, what are you trying to start a race war for, bro? I understand you're mad at what happened. I understand people may feel like I don't want to support my Marvel right now, but bro, let's stop it, bro. We're supposed to be enjoying these characters. They're fictional. Despite color, bro, everybody has their favorites. My favorite happens to always be Cyclops, bro. But let's not start this new thing now with Marvel because we didn't get what we wanted. Now we got to start hating on it and just, nitpicking at everything. It's not that deep, bro. Come on, man. And I'm all for fan casting. I'm all for people playing with the imagination of certain actors that they want to play these roles. But if we're going to keep things accurate, man, even this next clip I'm about to show you is kind of getting ridiculous, man. Look at this.
This tweet says that he's hearing things in regards to Caleb McLaughlin being in Marvel. And this person quotes it and says, "To me, my X-Men." Now, just listen to me. Caleb as Cyclops in specific, not good. But a black actor as Cyclops, nigga, Cyclops kind of speaks to me. I don't know.
Because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
This inclusion thing is starting to get out of hand. I mean, making everybody feel a part, making everybody feel included is cool. But like I said, when they did this with Mary Jane and adding Zendaya, I wasn't really too big a fan of that. Now, you asking for Caleb to be playing a black Cyclops is kind of crazy, man. And like I said, I feel like when it comes to us, it's like if they were to give us a white Black Panther, we wouldn't like it. At the end of the day, I will always pick acting over popularity, but I feel like if we're going to try to keep X-Men accurate, why are we even trying to play with the idea of there being a black Cyclops? Is it cool? Yes. Could they make a different alternate universe? Yes, they can, but this is not what we're doing here. We're trying to stick to something that's going to get fans back into the Marvel, light and really hyped up for it. I understand what happened. Yes, I get it. But bro, at the end of the day, we're all comic book fans. We're all kids on the inside. We just want to see a great movie. And I feel like the casting that they have done for the X-Men so far has been really good. I mean, don't just take my word for it. Look at what everybody's saying about it.
I don't know what they're feeding the X-Men casting director, but keep giving it to them.
And when I see Samara Weaving as Emma Frost in the new MCU X-Men movie, I don't want her softened or cleaned up at all. I want the Boston-born, bottle blonde, bad bitch with good breeding and a fake British accent that uses her body and sensuality as a weapon. That's very important.
Yes! We're finally getting official X-Men castings. Oh my days!
With that being said, the first thing I'm going to say about this cast that I love, I don't know none of these niggas. I always said I would take a fresh face to play a new character. That doesn't mean these people do not have acting experiences. I just never seen them before. This entire cast I'm seeing, maybe two of them I've seen in maybe one role before. The guy that was playing Beast, I've seen him in a Ariana Grande video years ago. But again, he wasn't acting. He was just in the video. Good looking guy. Cool. You're in there. But I saw him in the show Beef on Netflix. Acting was okay. I didn't think it was bad. But he got that physique down packed. He's swole. He's in shape. Chiseled. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be dope. It's definitely a lot younger of a beast that we're used to seeing from like Kelsey Grammer. But man, I'm excited to see what this new guy's going to bring. It's going to be dope. The guy playing Cyclops, I was very, very interested in to see how he's gonna really nail this role, because I just saw him for the first time in a movie called Heartstopper on Netflix, man. And this role was a pretty intense role. This guy was probably down a bad path, and it was just, him drinking and, doing drugs, whatever. And to see him go from that role to now being the leader of the X-Men, which for me, that'll be the second time that I'm seeing him. I really want to see his range in acting and like, damn, how good is he? So I've been hearing he's getting some kind of hate. I think people wanted to go with a different option. I don't know who the other guy was, but no, I still welcome it, man. Like I said, he has the look to me. He has the red hair. He seemed pretty muscular. I think he could probably lean up a little bit, but for the most part, like I said, I don't know too much about him. I can't judge him. So look, I look forward to seeing what he brings to the Marvel Universe and the character of Cyclops. Now, the woman that's playing Emma Frost, I gotta say, I am highly impressed with her. This woman looks just like the comic book character. And from what I heard, I think someone said she's like a model in real life. So I think that was very smart on Marvel's into bringing an actual model to kind of, make that character come to life. Because the Emma Frost that I think I could remember first was the one I saw in X-Men Origins. She had a small little scene where she seemed a little bit more rough with it. She wasn't as classy with it. But this one that we're getting reminds me of the one that we got in First Class, where she dressed nice, swaggy, gentle, soft with it. She uses her powers with a little bit more like elegance with it. So I'm ready to really see that character kind of just show up in this new MCU, man. But I really enjoy the fact that Marvel went that extra mile and they got an actual model. Get someone that can actually naturally be this character, and not just someone that just has to act like it. So I think she's gonna do really well, but that might be the best casting that I've seen so far. As you guys know, we got Sadie Sink coming back. Like I said, I'm excited to really go a little bit deeper with her character, because I feel like in Brand New Day, we definitely saw a different side of Jean Grey that we didn't see. But like I said, I think we got to see her from the beginning, because for me, the X-Men I can remember, I never really understood how they became to be. So I think this movie is going to definitely bridge that gap for all of us. So even though I wasn't that pleased with her in Brand New Day, which I understand she was going through a lot, I'm glad that we're getting a chance to kind of give her story more depth, so I can kind of see how she met the X-Men, how she became the way she was. So I'm glad that we are going to get her back, and I'm glad that we're going deeper into her story. Now, lastly, the woman that's playing Rogue, I've never seen before in any movies, any shows. I don't know how she sounds, anything like that. I'm going to say Rogue is a very complex character. Rogue is, one day she loves being a mutant, and the next day she kind of regrets being a mutant, and she kind of has that battle. So we know that internally, that's always her thing. I don't know where I stand, right? We get that. And I think we've seen that in the old X-Men. The thing with this new Rogue that I'm going to say that they need to capture, they need to give us the Rogue from X-Men 97. The Rogue that is somewhat similar to Captain Marvel, that, she can fly. She has the super strength. She has that swag. She knows how to talk. She knows how to flirt with you. She's very sexy. Again, I'm not making it about that, but that's the version of Rogue that we want to see. We're not trying to see this Rogue that we've been seeing for the last 20 years, where it's like, very quiet, timid. She touch you, uses your powers, you faint. That's cool. We want to see a Rogue that's like, look, I could be the baddest chick in the room, and I could still put you down. That's the Rogue we want. We want the Rogue with the green tights, with the, big poofy hair. We want that retro Rogue. So Marvel, please don't mess up with this one. But I'm glad that you guys are bringing the Rogue I'm assuming that you're bringing to the MCU. This should be fun, bro. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think. Do we recast Gambit with Austin Butler, or do we keep it with Channing Tatum? Let me know down in the comments. I feel when it comes to the Channing Tatum, Austin Butler rumor, I think it probably would be best to recast him after Secret Wars, to kind of start within the new X-Men with Austin Butler. I feel like Austin Butler is a fresh face. He's definitely younger. And I think it would be better to kind of just start off this new X-Men with just, like I said, new faces, nobody kind of being lingered on from the past, kind of like with the X-Men that we have now, that they're bringing back into Doomsday. They're kind of bringing back all these old faces, and it's cool to see for, one last hurrah. But I feel like Channing Tatum kind of missed his time. He had been rumored to be Gambit from like 2015 all the way up to now. I'm glad that he finally got in when he did within the whole Deadpool Wolverine. He definitely killed that role. But I kind of feel like it would probably be best to just wrap it up with him after this Secret Wars thing, Doomsday, and kind of just, put that character to rest, at least for him. And let's just start off with a whole new thing. Because like I said, if we're going to get the Gambit that I'm assuming we're going to get, he needs to have that relationship with Rogue. And it would be best to kind of have them be around at the same age. Channing Tatum is older. He's a good looking guy, but Man, let's just wrap it up with him, bro. But he's definitely killing it. I'm excited to see him in Doomsday. But Austin Butler wouldn't be a bad choice, though. He definitely has that accent thing that he can do. I think he would definitely body that role, man, because he did the whole thing with Elvis, and he's a really good actor, man. Like I said, he might be the most popular actor I can say on this cast if it does happen. But I think with the accent, he has that whole New Orleans swag, Louisiana Creole thing going on. I can see it. So I think he'd be a perfect casting for it. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens though. And saving the best for last, Marvel, y'all saw a lot of black projects, but this one you gotta get right. And it's being rumored that Jayme Lawson is gonna be playing Storm. I heard it's gonna be announced at D23. We don't know if it's confirmed yet, but that's what they're saying. But if it is her, I am totally okay with this. I think there's a lot of good different choices that could have been it. I mean, the girl from Wicked, I thought could have probably did it, but something about that girl, Jayme Lawson, that I really enjoyed in Sinners, I think is perfect. One thing is they got the complexion part down perfectly. It has no hate about color and light skin, dark skin. I just feel like when we look at Storm, we're used to seeing Storm the way that we see her. Storm looks like me, dark skin, African, accent, beautiful complexion. And I feel like Hollywood has been doing this thing where it's just like they have their limitations of like what black is, and it's like they always go with this like more lighter biracial woman because she has this complexion. But I feel like nah, just like with Black Panther, how you guys knew to get a dark-skinned king, we need the same thing. And I think if she's gonna play Storm, I think it's the perfect woman, man. I feel like her acting is great. Like I said in Sinners, she did great. I'm excited to really see it, man. I know everybody else has really been talking about it, man. Look at some of these clips right here.
So I'm hearing that Jayme Lawson may be the new Storm in the MCU. And I'm here for it. I ain't gonna cap. This makes a ton of sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we might have our new Storm actress for the MCU X-Men, and they are cooking. This is amazing for many reasons.
I said she would look great in a white hairpiece. She would look so good.
So yeah, man, I think overall they've done a great job with the casting so far. I know we're still waiting to see who Storm's gonna be, but if it is Jayme Lawson, man, thank you, Marvel. You guys are actually doing something great. I look forward to see when is she gonna first be presented. I think I heard Black Panther 3, which some people have been having an issue with that because they're saying that they don't want to see David Johnson's T'Challa end up with Storm. But I'm kind of like, bro, let's stop doing that, man. Like, let's just let Ryan Coogler make the movie and then we'll all judge it, bro. I don't get why we're judging movies before any footage has even been made. But overall, just this X-Men team looks great. I wonder what version of the X-Men team are going to get because we're used to seeing the cast from X-Men 97, and that's what I think that we're getting. So I look to see who's going to be in it. I wonder if the Gambit thing will be true with Austin Butler, or will they keep Channing Tatum? We'll see. But as far as everything I've seen so far, man, I got no complaints. I look forward to seeing the movie. It does look like Marvel is really going to put a lot of their focus into this new franchise. And I think that's what Marvel needs to do. I think we're kind of over the whole Avengers thing right now. I think they kind of dropped the ball after Endgame. And, I'm kind of just over it right now. So thank you, Marvel. Put y'all focus into this, man. Don't mess this up for us, man. A lot of people have been trying to give up on Marvel, but this might be the thing that can actually bring you guys back. So you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments about everything that we said today. Do you guys love this casting? Who do you guys think will play Storm? Yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments, man. But until next time, see you guys in the next video. Peace.